and this time on the Mortgage and Protection Podcast, we are talking all about an agreement in principle with Paul from Brick to Brick Mortgage Solutions. Welcome back, Paul. How's it all going?
I'm okay, thanks, Tessa. How are you doing?
Oh, that's very good to hear. And yes, I'm good too. Thank you for asking. So let's dive straight into these questions that we've got then. So first of all, and for those that aren't really aware, what is an agreement in principle?
An agreement in principle is called many different things. It's also known as decision in principle, DIP, or a mortgage promise or an approval in principle. They call them all different things, to be honest with you, but they're all the same thing, just with different names. Basically, they're not a promise that an applicant will get a mortgage, as this will be fully assessed by an underwriter on full mortgage application when you actually found a property and we put that mortgage against a property. Initially, an AIP or DIP is something that we will do after checking the affordability, which is a document that we'll give to you saying that a certain amount is achievable. Initially, we would also ask if there's any credit issues, etc., as that may affect the amount that you could achieve. Some estate agents sometimes need that as well, but we can go on to that shortly.
Right, okay. Yes, we've got lots more questions, haven't we, that will cover all of that, but lots of different jargon there for the term. So let's move on then. What should I do if my estate agent is asking to see my agreements in principle? How do I get one?
Well, there you go. Yes, so just like I mentioned, they sometimes do ask for one. You can contact us here at Brick to Brick, where we'll assess your income and commitments and any dependents that you have or children. Then we'll be able to help you out with an agreement in principle when we found out what that maximum borrowing amount will be.
Right, okay. So hopefully that's clear there now. And this next question follows on from that, really. So do I have to have an agreement in principle through the estate agent I'm looking to purchase through?
No, you don't. As we can get one of those for you. Some agents, only some of them, but they can be a bit pushy to get you to use multiple services, etc., and get them to do many things. But these aren't compulsory. None of those extra services are compulsory that they mention. But we'll be able to do the agreement in principle for you, and that should be sufficient.
Okay, so that's good news there. Now, people would like to know, how reliable is an agreement in principle and how long does one of these last?
An agreement in principle is pretty reliable as long as we've got the right information from the client. As long as they've given us the right information and there's no issues on the credit file, etc., or you've looked at the credit file, there's no issues. We are pretty much 100% certain that the lender will be able to lend that amount. And how long will they last? Some lenders, the agreement in principle will go 30 days, some 60, and there are a couple that go to 90 days. So they do vary depending on which lender we will use for that.
Okay, there we go. Now, can I make an offer with an agreement in principle?
Yes, so you find a property you like, you put an offer in. Hopefully, they accept it to the agents. But you can make an offer with agreement in principle. Yes, you can. Some estate agents do need one of those before putting the offer forward. But some won't ask for one. But yeah, with an agreement in principle, that should be able to put your solid offer through and give you that power over maybe somebody else that hasn't got one of those.
Right, okay, so that answers that one there then. Now, I think you touched on this earlier on. Does an AIP or an agreement in principle mean you'll get a mortgage?
It doesn't mean you'll get a mortgage. That'll be fully assessed by the underwriter on the full application. But initially, what an AIP will do is just something we'll do after checking the affordability, which is a document that we'll give to you saying that a certain amount is achievable.
Okay, there we go. Now, will I need a credit check? And does an agreement in principle or a decision in principle affect credit score?
You would need a credit check that would, and a decision in principle would not affect credit score. With a credit check, we do have a company that we can use that we can send you the information for, which is an agency that uses three different. It's a company that uses three different agencies, which is what all the lenders tend to look at. Those agencies, each lender looks at different ones. So you would need to, if you tell me that you haven't got any credit issues, no missed payments or late payments or anything, you won't need one of those credit checks as long as that's correct information. But if you think there are little minor blips or certain blips in the credit file and you're unsure about what is wrong with it or there is anything wrong with it, I will need to see that file so then I can give you the correct information and be able to help you. And like I say, decision in principle doesn't really affect the credit score because it's a soft search, which means it will show on your credit file for you to see, but lenders won't be able to see that.
Right, okay, there we go. So that's good news, but also something to bear in mind there. Now, how do I apply for an agreement in principle and how long does this take? I think you've touched on this. And I'm guessing, Paul, as you've said, this is where a mortgage broker can come in and help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can come to us, and we'll be able to sort everything out for you in house. And to get through the process to AIP, it should take around 30 minutes.
Right, okay. Now, you've demonstrated there how a mortgage broker can help. Is there anything else we need to know here, or do you think we've pretty much covered all that we can?
Yeah, we have pretty much covered all that we can. Like I say, we just have that free initial consultation. We look at the whole picture, and then we'll be able to ascertain what the maximum amount is you'll be able to borrow. That'll enable you to know what value properties to start looking for, and then we'll be able to get the agreement in principle for you. And when you do find a property, put an offer in. When that's accepted, we'll be able to start to find the most suitable deal for you, and then process the mortgage application, and hopefully as smoothly as possible all the way through to completion day, which is the day that you move in.
Okay, the exciting part. There we go. Thank you for that, Paul. Hopefully that's helped a few people out. And I'm sure we'll speak to you again on the podcast very soon.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Tessa. Have a good rest of your day.
Please note, your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up with your mortgage repayments.